Good morning, YouTube. This is Big Zeke the Beard, as you already know, because you clicked on the video. Welcome to the lab, also known as my garage.
Ready for the higher levels yet?
Hey, where are the white women at?
For the higher levels.
And if a sucker talk shit, I give him a...
The reason for this morning's video, I have been put to a challenge by One Down, Five Up. He is on YouTube and on Instagram. At some point his name will pop up on your screen. But he asked me if I wanted to be a part of the 9-question challenge, which I've written the questions down. Originally I was going to do them on my bike, but it's not really necessary, so I'm just going to do it right here. Okay, question number 1. When did you start riding? I'm 44 now. Late bloomer, riding legally. Well, riding, period. I learned how to ride years and years ago. And right after I learned, I never did it again for at least 20 years. So I started riding at the age of 39 and have not looked back since. Question number 2, why did you start riding? I kind of fell into it. It was where I used to work. My previous employer, his father-in-law became really ill and he died. So he had a motorcycle and, hey babe, there's my woman over there trying to sneak through. She's not good at it at all. Is there something you wanted me to do or help you out with?
I'm about to jump on the treadmill.
Oh, okay. She's healthy, I'm not. Okay, yeah, so my first bike that I got was my 2003 Suzuki Intruder Volusia VL 800. And I got that, like I said, because my ex-boss, his father-in-law became ill and died. And so I was, fortunate enough to be there when he was selling his motorcycle. So that's how I got it. And that's this one right here. Now the next question, coincidentally, is what was or is your first motorcycle? This was my first motorcycle, the Suzuki Intruder. Yep, and you already know how I got it. I just explained that. Someone else's misfortune was my gain. So that's cool. Next question, number 4. What is your dream bike? Dream bike would be... I don't have a dream bike. I love motorcycles, so it's like, it doesn't really matter so much what it is. I mean, I guess it kind of does. But if I was able to go out right now and get another motorcycle, it would be the, I believe it's the Kawasaki H2. Only because, I've seen some videos on it. It's a pretty beast, bike. It looks like a transformer head. All these newer bikes are starting to look like robots and praying mantises. So I guess that's cool. Maybe I'm too old to really appreciate it. I don't know. Do you prefer off-road or street? That's question number 5. I'd have to say I prefer street because of the speed. That's about it. I do like off-road. It's harder on the body, but the being on the street is fun. Are you down here in the dark, lady?
I don't need the light.
And she's wearing my clothes. Look how big those fuckers are. She's wearing my fucking clothes. You're never gonna sweat in that.
Yes, I am.
Wow. Alright, back to the subject. You want the light on or off?
Ah,
Okay.
thank you.
No problem. That's my baby. Oh yeah, I didn't finish the off-road or street. I prefer the street only because I like speed. I like to go fast. I like to be seen. I mean, when you're on the highway, all you see is cars, cars, cars. You could easily pass 1 to 300 cars, and you could be the only motorcycle. That's a cool ass feeling. Everybody's looking at you. Little kids are waving in cars, buses. You're lucky enough to get the chicks that look over at you. They don't know how ugly you are behind, under your helmet. So they're like, ooh, look, you got a motorcycle. So yeah, that works. Let's go to the next question. I gotta go back in the kitchen. Okay, question number 6. Have you ever crashed or fallen? I have fallen, but I didn't crash. What happened was, I was on the first bike that I got, the Intruder. Excuse me. And I was coming to an intersection. There's a car in front of me at the light taking a right-hand turn. So it looked like, you know, I even looked in front of him. I didn't see any traffic in front of him. So I'm figuring this person's got no reason to stop. So he's 3/4 through the intersection, going about 2 miles an hour. I come up on the intersection, go to take a right. I look to the left, make sure it's clear, naturally. Nothing's coming. I continue on very slowly. I'm maybe matching his speed, you know, 2 miles an hour. I turn my head, he is at a dead stop, right in front of me. Like right in front of me, not moving at all. So some of you are experienced riders, you know where this went. I grabbed the front brake, immediately locked up that front tire, handlebar came over, faster than I could think about it, down goes Frazier. I was on the ground, 527-pound bike on my ankle. So naturally my pride's hurt, I'm fucking embarrassed. I try to get up real quick. Mind you, I said 526 pounds. I didn't know that at the time, so that did not happen quickly. I ended up pulling my ankle and spraining it worse than I've ever felt in my life. Turned my foot into a limp noodle hanging off the end of my leg for a good, 2 months. I had to go through my MSF course like that, which was really painful, really painful. I'm going through all the motions, walking the bike, and I was in serious pain, fresh off an injury, because I shouldn't have been riding to begin with. But yeah, that was me busting my ass. So yeah, I've fallen. Number 7, when did you start vlogging? Well, I started riding 5 years ago. The first year was all about gear, because I knew nothing. I had nothing. I had the bike, and that was it. So the first year was dedicated to all like helmets, gloves, jackets. I mean, I went completely overboard for shit that I look at now and I'm like, why did I buy you? What was I thinking to make me buy you? I wasted a few $100 on shit that I don't touch anymore. Okay, so yeah, so the year after that, that's when I started vlogging. Bought my first GoPro, which turns out to be the one that I'm using right now, the Hero 3 Plus, which is a piece of shit, but hey. Motovloggers I sub to. Oh boy, I got a few. I don't have a lot. I used to be on YouTube just subscribing to like anyone and everyone. Then I noticed that too many people just put out whatever. I mean, I don't have the best edited videos, and I don't got all the lights and bells and whistles and cool noises and weird faces over people's faces, and I'm not that editing master. I'm not even aspiring to be. That's like a whole job in itself. So oh yeah, I've got 1 down 5 up. Let me show you. 1 down 5 up, 5150G SXR, 74 Seabass, I always say it wrong. Arson Rides, Beast Rider, Bike Chick, Cherry Blossom, Defobra, DJ Soul Force, who is not anything to do with bikes, but he flies drones, and I love drones. Delinquencies, FZ8 Panda Motovlogs, Hemophiliac Motorist. Home automation is about Well, home automation, self-explanatory, but the chick in the video has got a massive set of jugs. She's really pretty, so I like watching her. We got Ian Creature, Live Naked Forever, which is exactly what it sounds like. A bunch of people that are just naked and YouTube hasn't flagged it yet. I'm a perv, so what? Lulu Pizzazz, Mark some 829, Moto Cheese. What up, Moto Cheese? I know him personally. Cool as fuck. Too cool to be real. Mustang Sally, One Shot Johnny, who is my best friend, who is also a jerk who never makes videos. He's got everything to make them, but that's all you'll ever see. His name and his bike. Now, Riding Naked, Salem CBR, Sarah Aiden, Scoose Red Riding, he's in the UK. Shade Tree Surgeon that everyone knows and loves. What up, Shade Tree? You the man. ZJ Motovlogs. That's where I'm at right now. Like I said, I was at a much higher count, but I like to delete. But I'll be getting more back as I get more into it and get a little better. I'll get more into it and make better videos. Okay, so that was number 8, Motovloggers that I subbed to. And now, number 9 for the 9 question challenge is, do your bikes have names? Yes, they do. The Suzuki Intruder that you saw first downstairs, that one is named Big Daddy. That's my first bike. You know, that one should get all the respect, but it doesn't. I'm actually looking to sell it just because it's the size of 2 sport bikes, and I want to get an R1 and, you know, maybe something else for my girl. But yeah, first bike, Big Daddy. Second one, my Honda Shadow Ace 750. His name is Mr. Beefy. That's a Harley knockoff. 2002, black and chrome. Vance and Hines pipes, very loud, very strong, runs beautifully. That one I won't get rid of. I'll be buried on that one. My girl's bike, her Honda Rebel 250, that one's name is Rose because the bike's red and chrome. And then I have Buster, my R6, my blue R6. So, yeah, that's about it. That's the names of my bikes. That's the 9 question challenge from 1 down, 5 up. And I will be calling out 3 people to do the next challenge. And those 3 people will be 74 Seabass. You are one of the lucky ones. Number 2 will be Moto Cheese, my brother. You have been named in the challenge. And last but not least, you know who I'm going to. One Shot Johnny, just because you never do anything, you have been called on this challenge. So you do these 9 questions and I won't bug you for at least, 2-3 weeks. Yeah, that'll be about it. So that is the 9 question challenge. Presented to me and now passed on to 3 other fortunate riders. Peace, YouTube. Big Zeke out.